Welcome to my video. In this video, we'll see how to summarize all the files in a folder. It could be doc file, PDF or text, whatever, using a Python code. So let's begin. So first, let me show you a demo. So I've created a bad file for my Python code. I'll just run it and we'll see how it performs. So it will ask for a demo for a folder where we have files. So I'll just quickly go inside this folder, which is a demo directory. And here you can see I have different kinds of files. Say for example, this is a sample.pdf, which has something in Latin language. Then there is something in English language, that long text, most likely is a translation of that Latin thing. Then there is an example.docx files, which has some random text, very few in characters, intentionally done. And then in subfolder, there is a sample PDF which I have downloaded. Okay, so I'll give a this particular path as an input. And if I go back here, so it's asking enter the folder path containing the files. You can ignore the warning and all. So it's like yeah, so they are like different packages and all. So that's what they are giving the warning. So I have given this particular directory or folder and it will process one by one every file in this folder. So there are 3 files in this parent folder and 1 file in the subfolder. So it will process one by one every one. It depends upon the size of this file. It may take a while, and yeah, it will give the results. Something which I would like to show you over here. Okay, so it gave the results, but before I get into the results, let me first maximize this. So one thing I like to show you over here, what it's saying is no model was supplied, so defaulted to this particular model. So here is defaulting to a particular model, whatever it could be fine, the transformer model. However, you can also specify the model in your code, which I'll show you shortly. Now, in this output, we can see set for every file it has given sim also. So it was a short file, so it gave it as it is. However, for the sample, for the long files, it gives me some bullet points of the summary of that particular file. So, say for example, this PDF is are also known as text-based whatever. So this is the summary it derives from here, and then it asks me press key to continue. So if I press, it will just close it. Okay. So let's see how we can create it. It's pretty much simple. So we'll create a Python file, a Python code, which I have already written here, and I'll just quickly explain over here. So what is this doing over here? So it's using, okay, so let me start with the main part over here. So it will come to here, and in this method main execution, and first and foremost it will ask for the folder path to be input, and once that's input, then it will start the for each and every file in this, it will start the summary. Okay, so it will print the summaries, and summary it will get is from this particular method process files in folder. So this is over here, and here we have given only this supported files, which are ppt, excel and all, pdf, and, but you can also enhance it as per your requirement. And then over here it will just process. So this is the like just processing of which particular file, and then it reads that file, which is basically from the reader extension. It will get that, and then it will read that file using the file path. So if I go up here, so here this reader will be calling from this supported extension, and whatever extension it is in this particular file. So here, say from if it's .pdf, it will get a read underscore pdf over here with the file path. Okay, and it will go to this particular method read underscore pdf, which is basically, if you scroll up, so it will go here, and with the file path it will read that complete text, whatever it is in that particular file, and return that text over here back over here in the reader in this text. Okay, and once that is there, then it will summarize the text using this particular method summarize underscore text. So here it uses something called summarizer model, and this summarizer, if you scroll up, so this is getting initialized here using the pipeline from the transformers. Okay, so yeah, I will not get into the details, but you can read about the pipeline in the transformers. So it's like a it will form, say for example, if I scroll here down quickly, we should see a summarization somewhere. I think what I can do is over here. Yeah, so this summarization will return a summarization pipeline over here. Okay, so this is what we are doing basically over here. So here, if you notice, we have not given any kind of model over here, so that's why it's defaulting to whatever we saw earlier. Okay, however, the other approach could be we can give the model like this. Okay, we can choose the model whatever you feel will be better. So let me just uncomment that and comment this out. Then in this case, and of course save it, and then in this case it will choose this particular model. So I'll just let me run this also in parallel, and in the meantime I can just, yeah, so let it come up, and in the meantime I'll go back to the code. And so whatever the the model it chooses here, it will just summarize based on that AI model, LLM model, and it will give the summary for that particular file, and it will get written over here. So that's all in terms of code over here, more or less. So once this is written over here, so the summary text is being called in this process file. So it will get this in the bullet points, and with the file wise, it will just summarize and return the summaries, which will come to the main method, and then it will one by one just print everything over here. So that's what more or less it does at this in this code. So let's see how it happens for the second time. So this time we have chosen a particular model, and yeah, so I'm pausing this so that you can download everything. So this is the model which we are choosing, Facebook bot or CNN. It might take a while if you're downloading. It's a big model, I think 1.63 GB. So it may take a while, but otherwise it should not. Yeah, if you have downloaded it once, so it should not take more time. Second time, so I'll have to wait over here for the download to finish. Okay, perfect. So after the download was finished to 100%, it did process all the files, and it's also giving something similar to the summary what we got, but it's different. Of course, it will depend upon the model to model. So here the summary looks a bit different, but more or less I think it will also depend upon the model what we choose over here. So yeah, if there's some better models what you want to experiment, you can try with that one, or you can leave the default whatever. In production it's not advisable to leave the default, but yeah, whatever you want to leave. So that's all I wanted to show you, that how you can create your own Python code to summarize all the types of files. It could be PDF, doc, or text in a folder yeah, using a whatever LLM model or what you want to perform. So I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, please put in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.